yahise atema umwana twabyaranye w'umukobwa aramufata aramutema.
While in difficult problems, to those who believe in God, the church is the first place we go to for comfort and hope. But to this beautiful woman here, Ernestine, all she remembers about the church is the everlasting pain of the day her child was slaughtered in the gates of the church. She came to this church to find peace with her baby like others, and suddenly her abusive husband showed up with a machete and slaughtered the baby right in front of everyone at the gates of the church. Oh yeah, you heard me right. The man held the baby upside down and slayed his baby. Since that day, Ernestine's life has never been the same. But why would a father decide to take away his child's life? Here is Ernestine's sad story. When Ernestine met her husband, she felt attracted to the man, and later they decided to live together. After moving in together, it wasn't late until Ernestine informed her husband that she was pregnant. However, what was supposed to be the beginning of a happy family turned out to be her worst nightmare. Problems began with him making fun of me and saying I had small breasts. And that joke was the beginning of all his abuse. Be that as it may, I didn't take it seriously until the situation escalated and he began physically abusing me. At first, I fled from him and went to my father's house, but he came to get me and I went back to live with him, thinking he had changed, but he continued to abuse me physically, and this time he struck a massive stick in my ribs, knowing very well that I was pregnant. So I decided to leave him again and save my unborn baby and myself. However, this time he never returned to get me until I gave birth and never came to see our child. Instead, he spread rumors that my pregnancy was just a tumor. Despite all that, Ernestine finally gave birth to a baby girl, and in her culture, the father is supposed to provide the child's name. However, when Ernestine reached out to her husband so he could give her the name, he refused, and Ernestine decided to name the baby by herself.
Ntabwo byamushimishije. Kuko ntago yigeze ahamagara byibuze, namubajije izina ry'umwana yanga kurimbwira.
Ninde wamwise?
Nabonye yuko yanze kurimbwira mpita mwita izina.
On the other hand, Ernestine's husband was extremely furious. He couldn't imagine why Ernestine had left him again. Because of that, he vowed to punish her, and it was at this church that he decided to carry out his punishment. This church is where Ernestine came to pray, and it's the same place where her husband found her and slayed their baby. So this man was here and saw what had happened. When he got here, he picked a kid and asked him to come inside the church to find his wife, Ernestine. When she went out to see who was looking for her, the man was hiding on the side of the building. And as soon as he saw her, he grabbed her by the neck and snatched the baby from her arms. Ernestine got so afraid, as she couldn't understand why her husband was behaving that way. She tried to take back her baby, but the man was so strong she couldn't regain her baby. He had a big basket on his bicycle, saying it was meant to help him buy some rabbits at the market. While he recklessly held our baby tight, he played a recording of his voice he had to me, describing how he would come to kill my baby and that if I tried to scream, he would immediately kill me as well. So he took the baby and stuffed her into the bed covers and put her into the basket. Then, when I asked him what he wanted to do, he played a terrifying video recording to me of machete images he had with him. As the fight for the baby caused too much chaos outside the church leaders and other people went out to resolve the situation, and the man told them he was back to get his wife and that he wanted to reunite his family. Even so, he had a machete covered in his rag suit, of which no one had seen. As people tried to calm the situation, security authorities were called upon and were on the way. When the man saw security authorities, he held the baby upside down, grabbed his machete, and started slaughtering the baby. As he was doing that, security authorities showed up and got to him so fast. Unfortunately, by the time they reached him, it was too late and the baby had already died. Whenever Ernestine returns to this church, she cannot help but remember how her baby was killed here at the hands of her father. Her trauma is even worsened by the fact that she did not only lose her child, but is also not physically fit because of the severe abuse she experienced while she was still living with her husband, who almost left her disabled. She can no longer use her physical strength as she used to. Just look at this pile of grass she carries on her head. It might look heavy, but it is a fifth of what she used to move before she was severely abused. And she can no longer farm. Today, Ernestine is asking for help.
Njyewe mbayeho mu buzima butari bwiza cyane cyane nk'iyo mbonye nk'umwana ukiri mutoya mpita nibuka umwana wanjye uko yatemwe. Noneho rero ubu ngubu nta kintu nshobora gukora, umugongo waracitse, iyo ngiye mu murima birananira, n'imirimo yo mu rugo sinyishoboye, murabona uko ababyeyi banjye bangana barashaje. Ubwo rero njye icyo navuga nuko nasaba ubufasha.
Her parents are what worries her the most. This is Alois, the father of Ernestine, and besides him is his wife. The old couple has lived the best years of their lives and always feel sad whenever they remember that they can't help their struggling child. If you wish to help Ernestine, you can do it through the Giving Life link in the description and at the top of the comments. Thanks for watching. This is Afrimax English. Please remember to subscribe.